Alrighty, YouTube, it's your boy Zxous, and as you guys know, sometimes in a gacha game you get new players, you get returning old players, you just get players who miss games, right? Like miss the game they used to play and stuff like that. And today's video, I'm gonna help out some of those players, right? I'm going to be giving my top 5 tips that I feel like are going to be useful for new or returning players in Nikke. Basically, like what you should be doing, right? When you come back to the game and you already like know the game, or you don't even know the game but you're liking the game, but you don't feel like you're doing something right, you don't know what's new to do, you don't know if you should be doing this or doing that, what should you be doing, right? Nikke isn't a big game where there's so much to do, but at the same time there's a lot of things that people just don't do because they just either forget or don't realize they actually should be doing it every single day. Now I'm going to just talk about it real quick. So the first things I want to talk about, obviously my first tip is to just go into your shop every single day when you know it's reset and claim the rewards that are not the gears, but the rewards that are like worth credits, right? So for example, this core dust case, or even if you want, I don't really care for these whatsoever, the profile custom packs. If you want them, you can get them, right? But anything here that you see worth credits, if you have a lot of credits, right? At the same time, don't lose your credits if you don't have enough credits. But if you have a lot of credits, make sure you're going here every day, use your free refresh, and the same thing, go for anything that's free or anything that costs credits that is not the gear, right? The reason why you want to be doing this is because you're just going to be stacking up on materials that really don't seem useful in the moment, but it's going to be useful later on. For example, I get these tickets every single day, right? In the moment, they're never that useful for me. But then when I need to build a favorite item character and I realize, oh damn, I need to get their bond to level 30, I have all these tickets here because I've been just buying them every single day, right? I feel like a lot of people just skip past the fact that every single thing in this game, whether it's gear, whether it's tickets, whether it's core dust box, credit cases, whatever, even if they're not valuable right there in the moment from you getting it, they will have value some point in time in the game, or else they will not be in the game. The only thing that generally is useless, in my opinion, is the custom profile pack. That is literally just that if you want to create your profile picture, sure. But everything else, or heck, they might have a lot of use later. Maybe Nikke might implement a feature where you get gems for getting stickers or whatever. Like, you never know. So my first top tip advice for you guys is to go into your general shop every single day, whether you have a free reset or not, and make sure you just get whatever you see there that is worth the credits, right? That is not the last 3 gears, right? Just don't, because that's a waste of money in my opinion, right? You can, if you want to, just for to sell them or use them to upgrade other gear. I don't really think you should, but you can do that, right? And but the first tip is towards the shop. The same thing goes for your arena shop, right? These might not seem useful in the moment, but when you're going to need to build up a character of these elements, they will become very useful, especially this last box, the manufacturing arm furnace. Basically what this box does is after you get 100, you have to give in 2 manufacturing gears, but then you get to pick a gear of, I don't know if it's a gear or if it's I'm actually gonna go check real quick. I don't know if it's gear or if it's a manufacturing, like if it's random or you get to pick it, but let me see. Yeah, so you would literally put in 2 and then you get to pick the manufacturing you want it to be of, and then you get a random gear piece between attacker, defender, and supporter, right? But the headpiece. But yeah, first tip for any new returning players, focus on the general shop and the arena shop. Make sure you get the manufacturing arms and the first, the codes and all that stuff. Make sure you get all those things. This, if you have it, get your high quality modes. Like, the shop is the most important thing in this game, in my personal opinion, right? If you do in co-op, right? Again, you could go for these custom boxes and stuff like that, the gems if you want. Everything in this recycling shop, the arena shop, or the co-op shop, my bad, is very useful. All these tickets are very useful. All these core dust boxes, credit cases, battle data cases, gems, everything in here is very useful. So in my personal opinion, just make sure you're doing this. Right? Getting your your stuff and stuff, like just get whatever you need here, right? In my case, it's always going to be the tickets. Now what favorite items are a thing, I just need them, right? And then that's just my little like first tip towards that, right? Your second tip, my second tip is always every single day making sure you're able to do your simulation room at least, right? I know sometimes especially when it comes to the interception, a lot of people are just finding it a hassle because it might take long. Like you literally need to sit there for 3 minutes, right? And I know a lot of people don't like sitting there for 3 minutes just doing the boss every single day. I know, right? But a lot of people are not going to be doing interception and stuff like that every single day because they can't be bothered or can't be asked to do it. When it comes to the simulation room, all you have to do is click quick simulation, and then you just fight the final boss for 2 seconds, right? Do that every single day. Like genuinely, do that every single day. The reason why you want to do that is because you need these. A lot of people wonder why they don't get stronger, and it's not because you're not leveling up your character. Like that's a little part of it, right? Let me show you guys something. I'm going to show you guys something, right? This team right here, let me see. I'm about to like just waste materials. Perfect. This team right here, it's not a waste actually, has 558,000 power, right? When I upgrade my Cinderella from level 8 to level 9, we go up to 558. 3. We basically went up by 500 power, right? We didn't go up by much. We went up by 500 power, right? But that's 500 power per skill, right? Per level up, per like skill level up, right? Do that for every character on your team. You will get stronger. A lot of people are not getting stronger because 1, they're not really upgrading their characters, because 2, they don't have the materials to upgrade their characters, right? Everybody just thinks they need to upgrade your actual level and then that's gonna help you, right? There's people, let me actually put this into you guys' mind. There's people who have lower levels than me and have higher power than me. Like their character levels are lower than my character levels, but their power is higher than my power, right? This is obviously due to multiple factors. Obviously the skill level of all their characters. If everybody on their team is 10-10-10, every single person on the team is 10-10-10, they're gonna have crazy power, right? Dupes, if they have dupes in those characters, that matters. The attraction level, all these little things matter, right? But this is not a video on how to get stronger. I have videos on that, but basically just make sure you're doing your simulation room, because I think a lot of people actually forget to go in and continue building characters that they use every single day. I use Cinderella every single day and I had just forgot. Look, I didn't even know I can get her to level 10 now. Perfect, right? So we went up by 500 power. Go again. Now she's level 10 on that skill too. And as you guys see, we went up by another, again, 500 power, right? That was 1,000 power I just got for 2 levels. Now think about it. If you get 500 powers per skill, right, and it goes up to 10, that's 5,000 power for 1 skill. Times that by 3, so 15,000 power basically per character. That's 15, 30, 45, 60, 75,000 increased power for free if you have everybody on your team 10-10-10. 75,000 increased power if you have everybody on your team 10-10-10. Yo, start playing the game. That's my second advice for you guys, right? Obviously, the other advices are just common sense. Third advice is do whatever event is out, make sure you're doing it every single day, right? Whatever event is out, make sure you're doing it every single day. Do your challenge every single day, farm the event every single day, and buy the reward. Like clear out the shop. That's basically my advice to you guys. No matter what the event is, make sure you're clearing out the shop, because this is the fastest way you're going to actually advance in Nikke. Like this is actually the way you're going to advance in Nikke, taking advantage of the shop that gives you the materials to actually get stronger, to actually help you progress your characters, your account, whatever, right? Whatever the event is, just make sure you're doing it. It's really not that hard. Like we're in a day and age where it will take you 5 seconds to clear a stage. Actually, it will take you 5 seconds to clear a stage. That is going to be my third advice. Just clear whatever event is out. Please clear your event, right? Just clear out the shop. Don't focus on nothing else but getting that shop cleared. My fourth advice is more related to the Outpost. Now this fourth advice is going to be such an hassle. Like it's really going to be a hassle for a lot of people, but it is what it is. Okay, hold on. Let me pause this because this is for my favorite item. Anyways, like I was saying, that was for my favorite item for Helm, right? advice is going to be my fourth advice, right? They implemented a feature where if you do advise 5 times for a character, basically 5 days, then you're going to be able to quick advise, right? I find this very, very useful because then I'm essentially just building up quick advice, boom, done. Next, quick advice. I'm literally building up ranks for characters that obviously I would want to do it for the characters that I know I'm using. I'm not using like Senti. I do use, Litter. I don't use D, right? But basically, like, make sure you're doing your advise for characters, the 10 characters or how much ever advise attempts you have. Make sure you're doing those advise 5 times for the characters you are using, so then you can get into the habit of just clicking quick advise and going away, right? The reason why is because you're slowly but surely building up power for your characters, right? If they end up leveling up, for example, right there, if they end up leveling up their ranks, they get stats. Getting stats means more power. Getting more power means more clears. Make sure you're doing this for every character that you decide to use. For example, if I am using Rapunzel, if I do my advice today and I do my advice tomorrow, the next day I will unlock quick advice. All I would have to do is click quick advice and boom, go about my day. It will take seconds. A lot of people don't like doing their advice because 1, they just completely forget to do it, and 2, it becomes a hassle for a lot of players to want to do 10 and 10 and 10 and 10 and 10 and do this guessing for 10 different characters every single day. That's the reason why they add these quick features. They add these quick features into the game because players have an issue with taking time to do these things, which is valid. Nobody wants to sit there for 2 minutes out of 24 hours. KW. Nobody wants to do that, right? I don't really care. It's only 2 minutes of my day. But maybe somebody actually just generally doesn't have 2 minutes of their day to open up Nikke and focus on their advice, and they're missing out. So that's just going to be my little advice for you guys there. I think that was my 4th advice. And my 5th advice to any new player, any returning player, is to just have fun. It's really just like, you can never go wrong with that advice. Just have fun playing Nikke, right? Just don't really focus on trying to match up older players, because Nikke is not a game where you want to really be focusing on, oh, let me get stronger to like catch up to these players' levels and stuff like no, just have fun, play at your own pace. That's what I'm trying to say. Play Nikke at your own pace. There's no reason why you need to be competing with players you've never met, right? I mean, sure, maybe in solo raid we're like, oh, but at the end of the day, only one person can be at the top, right? And if you are not spending all your rent money on this game, you're not going to be in that conversation of the greatest of all time in Nikke, right? I don't even know who the greatest of all time in Nikke. And to be honest, I don't care because I don't know them. I don't care. I just don't care. I like to play Nikke at my own pace, and I think you guys should as well. So those are my 5 advices for any new or returning players. You guys let me know if it was helpful. Maybe the old players as well. If this was helpful for any old players, let me know. But it's your boy Zxous. I'm out. Peace.